What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, we have another Game of Thrones the card game 2nd edition tournament video for you. We are into Store Championship season for 2016/17. And we are at Dueling Grounds in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. On the left, we have Kyle. On the right, we have myself. I traveled an hour to Toronto to play in the first Store Championship of the season that I could. And it was a 12-player turnout, so we just did 4 rounds of Swiss on a Sunday afternoon. So I recorded a few videos from that, and here's one from a random round. I think it was round 2. And we have Kyle on the left playing Martell Stag, myself playing Greyjoy Fealty. Yeah, that's right. A little bored of playing Lannister. Get hounded by my local meta for playing it so often. So I decided to try out Greyjoy Fealty. And I just brought it to the tournament. Give it a whirl. And I did win my first round against a Night's Watch deck with it. It's pretty interesting. I just want to see how many saves I could jam to the deck. How I could handle Valor. And I wanted to play core set Aaron Damphair. That's really what I wanted to do. I remember seeing that guy in the core set and just thought he'd be great when Valor finally hits. Bring in Ironborn from the dead pile. And we kept getting good Ironborn released, even Victarion's and Ironborn. So I just wanted to put all that together in decks. Put 3 Aaron Damphair in there. Started looking up decks online. If you guys look up the one that won the Windy City Cup, I believe, is the one I used to like start building the deck with. Because I'm not very familiar with building Greyjoy decks at all. So I needed a good starting point. So I apologize if I make some mistakes to any of you Greyjoy players watching, but I try my best. And Kyle on the left, the Martell player, set up a Crescent, painted table, and a Gaston Grey already to start, which is always nerve-wracking to see Gaston Grey already out there. But I don't have any characters to hit with it yet. And he's searching with his building orders. Looks like I flipped Noble Cause. I also have set up a... we grabbed another painted table, so not the best pull, he said. I heard him complaining. I remember he wasn't very happy about that. I think it was like his only choice too.
So you're playing an icon shit. No, not my mono.
But it looks like I set up an Iron Throne. Great Kraken. It was nice to see to start as Greyjoy player, getting your draw going. Hopefully, you have to get on oppose first though. It's not as easy to get as I originally thought. It looks like I got my little Iron Islands Fishmonger, my Lord's Port Shipwright. Help combat that Gaston Grey. Hopefully, kneeling it out. But in my mind, I remember thinking I just want to kneel some King's Roads. That was my favorite use with those guys, is just kneel King's Roads. I like playing them in as a banner. Just choke my opponent a little bit. So it looks like I'm going to get Victarion out here right away. And throw a dupe on him. But that dupe's not going to save me from Gaston Grey. Gaston Grey can't send him back to hand without being saved. You can't save, so that dupe would just fall off. So right now, Victarion's going to attack on the defense. Unless I kneel that Gaston Grey. And I think this round I forget to do so. Or I just kept prioritizing King's Roads. I think is what was happening. Just hope my opponent popped one down and I choked him out. Especially going first. You have the first action, but I mean... I didn't take advantage of it by kneeling that Gaston Grey right away. And I'm playing against a Banner Stag deck, so he probably has some kneel in there. So he could kneel out that Shipwright, but I mean... And there it is. Shy Priestess kneeling the Lord's Port Shipwright, which is a great use for her. But in my mind, I'm kind of okay with it if he's using up his kneel on my little weenie. But it is basically nullifying my Victarion Greyjoy unless I want to just run into that Gaston Grey, which I don't think is a good idea right now. And that's the only character he marshals out is a Shy Priestess, dupes up his Chamber of the Painted Table, saves a gold.
Don't really absolutely need more income. My challenges?
You see that Iron Throne there? That's definitely to help me with my Aaron Damphair experiment that I wanted to get off there. And the House Maester's in there, so I can play that save event healing expertise. I think I have 3 of them in the deck, plus 1 or 2 Windermere's, and I think 2 of the events. So just a nice to have save. It's free. Something to help you kneel a Maester, save a non-army character when they'd be killed. I was just thinking with the mirror matches, I assume there'd be more Greyjoy. I know there's some Greyjoy players in a meta, and I just wanted to out-save them, basically, was the idea. So I tried to jam as many saves as I could. So we have Seen in Flames, played using the gold. He's going to look at my hand here, spread it out on the table, so you guys get to see this, and he starts shaking his head. So I have an Iron Mines in hand, Asha, Bodyguard, Euron. I have that Risen from the Sea save event, and I already have Healing Expertise. But my Housemaster is Nelt. He should be standing when we get around to the plot phase, which is when I really want to use his save effect. When Valor is flipped. So I'm definitely running Valor myself, and I was just betting on my opponents playing it also. So you'll see I got Bodyguards in there to save, Iron Mines, got the event, got Healing Expertise event to save. I remember Kyle just shaking his head and laughing and telling people after the game when he saw my hand with that first Seen in Flames. Just seeing all the saves and characters to play.
They don't let you write it down, so I can stare at this until I can memorize it.
Oh yeah, he's trying to memorize my hand there, and I'm trying to get him to hurry up and give me my cards back.
And then in most big events, like if you said that to me, somebody would like say something snarky back, and you just shoot your hand up in the air and say,
yeah, we're just joking around. Kyle used to be a Magic player. He's trying to teach me. I'm usually too nice, let my players take time, but I was joking, telling him to hurry up or I'm going to call the judge if he doesn't play faster. So he gets rid of Euron Crow's Eye, which would have been very juicy using his ability to possibly steal some Gaston Greys.
Okay. I'm good?
It was my favorite to grab from Martell.
or any character. No challenge.
Force them to pop one off, and then you play Euron and steal it out of their discard pile. Put the pressure back on them. And since it's unique, they can't just play another copy out. Well, you have one on the board that they own. Looks like I leave the first round with 1 power, and the Martell player at 0.
No, I don't. Yeah, I do, because I already used my march. Go ahead.
Well, I'm in big trouble.
Oh, yeah, that way. Yeah, so we would get that or... no, I'm in whatever, it's my fault. I forgot to, we're now in inbox.
Alright, so we have Song of Summer into Varys Riddle. So Varys Riddle is going to miss. There is no win revealed on Song of Summer. Or sorry, Time of Plenty. Sorry, Time of Plenty. We're going to both draw 3 cards in the draw phase, sorry. Remember, there's the Summer plot, and that art looks kind of similar from this point of view. Yeah, sorry, Time of Plenty. Trying to get some extra card draw in Greyjoy. What I found with this deck is sometimes you'll have a little trouble drawing cards, and you're losing lots of intrigue, so the card advantage is definitely not in your favor. So far in this game, doing okay on the intrigue, 3 on each side. That Lordsport Shipwright is definitely not getting used in the challenge phase. So I marshal out to King's Road. Looks like I'm going first again. Not by my choice either. Kyle kept choosing me to go first. Probably realizing I'm not as much of a threat while he has Gaston Grey on the board. Just trying to dig for that We Do Not Sow to blow that thing up, that's for sure. And there is Asha Greyjoy. In my mind, I'd probably use to bait the Gaston Grey when I feel ready to. Her or Theon are usually who I'll use on the offense. Try to get my opponent just using on them. I leave the King's Road out there and don't use it. In my mind, I'm putting those King's Road out not to win initiative, not to leave them there for that, but to use them on the Valor reset. Save them for after that so I can play some characters back out on the board if I have some trouble getting my saves. Or I just leave it out there, letting my opponent know that, hey, if you use that Gaston Grey to pop back one of my bigger guys, I'm going to have no problem playing them back out next round, assuming they don't get intrigued out of my hand first. But
No, I'm not gonna do that.
that'll definitely have the economy feel a little more comfortable. And we got the Boneway in round 2 here. which is good to see that early for Kyle. He's going to be able to lose some challenges and get something out of it. So I use the Lord Sport Shipwright to kneel Gaston Grey. He's played Shireen Baratheon there, so if I do a military challenge now, someone's going to get knelt by her claiming. And that bodyguard, I remember not putting in play because Crescent's on the board, which I learned the hard way that Crescent actually gets rid of condition attachments, which we all knew, but I didn't really play bodyguard that often and didn't realize it was a condition attachment until someone did it to me in our casual games. But now once I see him out there, I just hold the bodyguards back. Unless I'm trying to bait him to kneel, if I need him knelt to get that power and 3 strength. Knelt down in the marshalling, I might bait it with the bodyguard to then help me push through some unopposed challenges. But at this point, didn't feel that I needed to do so. Gash and Grey down, not too worried. Can't just throw a military in right away because, like we said, Shireen will kneel.
Yes, that's why I kept her there. To stop it with the sword.
Military.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to run right into the military challenge. I don't care. He's got no military to come back. He's only sitting on 1 gold. Not too worried. Might get some challenges won, but he has no power on his house. I remember thinking I needed him to get some power here so I could start stealing some. Oh, it looks like I did get a We Do Not Sow, and Gash and Grey is going to go bye-bye.
Oh, can I do that before then? Sorry.
I think. Nope. Hand's judgment says no. So my We Do Not Sow was blocked. And we got the Boneway getting a vengeance token.
Oh yeah, you just said it. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
wait, another reaction, sorry.
We're still in the reaction steps. We're staying in Asha.
Claim.
And claim is going to be Shireen. And you'll either Victorion, Asha, or the House Maester. Either way, getting that ability out of the way early, he feels nice. I was feeling to play against Baratheon decks, or well, it wasn't technically a Baratheon deck, but basically Kneel, even back to first edition. They only have so many Kneel effects in the deck, so if you can weather the storm early and get them to burn through them early, I guess the same thing applies to Greyjoy saves. Put the pressure on with military and targeted kill and try to make them burn through those saves, so when Valor hits, it's just that much more impactful. Yeah, definitely rather him use that Shireen now when he doesn't really have much to hit me back with.
Intrigue for 2.
And here goes an intrigue challenge. Housemaster was blocked by the Shy Priestess. Power challenge, stealthing Maester Crescent. Gonna trigger my Great Kraken. I believe I forgot to trigger earlier. And I think I'm asking...
Am I allowed to take that?
Oh, I forgot an unopposed also, which I asked Kyle, and I believe you can take the unopposed, but he let me take it.
But is unopposed for a previous challenge, I forgot. Am I allowed to take that still or no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just asking. A courtesy. I don't remember if you can take unopposed for sure. You guys can let me know in the comments below. But I forgot it in a previous challenge, so I'm just asking if I can take it there. Trigger Great Kraken and draw a card. Steal a power.
That's my challenge. Your challenge.
And power challenge with Crescent coming back. Asha will block. And 3 vengeance tokens now on the Boneway from losing. And dominance obviously will go to me. That Iron Throne is putting that chair to shame. Not getting to use it to steal power back yet. He needs to see his own Iron Throne to have any shot at beat me on dominance, it looks like.
What do you got?
6 and 7.
No. Bomb is me.
Still no military icons seen on the Martell side. So my saves have had no use at all. Not to mention I do have military claim out there already in that little fishmonger, or even the... I don't think I would try to kill... I'd probably kill the Maester over the Lord Sport Shipwright due to that kneeling ability on that Gash and Grey. So we have unexpected delay into Rise of the Kraken. I think the plot's called the 282 for Greyjoy. Sorry, Greyjoy players, if I'm forgetting the name of these cards.
Oh, after challenge.
I'm trying to go first, hit hard,
It looks a little experienced.
just hit him with 2 claim.
I just know you can fuck your opponent good if you have
Maybe I'm trying to let him go first, actually.
That's a lot of
Yeah, but still try to hit back with 2 claim.
So I could have put him down to die instead.
Yeah.
So unexpected delay. We each choose at the start of challenges. We each choose a character with no power on them and no attachments in that. Those characters will go back to hand.
And then you can save.
But it doesn't have the cannot be saved text on it, so that dupe on Victarion could save him from going back to hand. So I don't think he would choose him unless he wants to get that dupe off. Which is also pretty smart. He's got another Shy Priestess, which kneels my Lord's Port Shipwright. So I should have used it right after he knelt that Dragonstone Faithful to kneel that Gash and Grey, but not the brightest. That was definitely my mistake. So there's a Steve Stone chair marshaled in.
Because I'm just gonna die.
So I'm actually going to use Fealty.
Your deck capitalizes really well.
Or did I, oh no, I spent a gold. No, I spent Fealty on it? I don't know what I did there.
So first player picks, I'm assuming.
My mid game is weak. I have a hard time.
Yeah, not sure what I did there.
Because of Valor, my fairy.
I think I spent a gold on Sea Stone, then I knelt Fealty. I don't know what I was doing, but now my house card's knelt, so I can't use Sea Stone Chair. Not that there's any characters I need to target kill anyway, and I knew that. When I put it out, it was an investment in the future, because he doesn't have any big characters out yet that I have to worry about. I'm waiting for Melisandre, basically. Or even Arion, or maybe Nymeria, or a Tyene. Something bigger and juicier.
You're getting more power from me still.
Yeah, that's true.
No defenders?
So he's going to get an in-training challenge through here with the Ashai Priestess. I can't defend it fully, so I just let it go through unopposed. I need him to get power, so he's going to take an unopposed power in his house there. I need to steal it back. I have 2 claims showing, so I want him to get 2 power in his house so I can steal it back. But he's just going to pass over to me, and I go to challenges. So even on a power challenge, I'm only going to be able to claim 1 with that 2 claim. It's too bad. Gash and Grey is showing. I lost Asha back to hand from unexpected delay. He had to take Crescent back to hand.
Power!
I'm going to do a power challenge with the Iron Islands Fishmonger, 1 strength. Don't see anything out to defend. He's got 1 gold save.
Okay.
So, unopposed. I gotta slow it down here to make sure I get all the reactions. He's got his Bone Wave reaction there, which is good. I'm gonna draw off Great Kraken. I need to trigger my plot reaction. Hopefully I remember here.
Unopposed reaction.
So there I get the plots unopposed, regular unopposed.
Claim a 2.
Claim of 1, yeah, no 2 power there, just 1.
Okay.
I think I'm sitting at 7 power. To his 0.
Card's got. Two. This will hit that.
Yeah, I don't want Victarion to go back to hand right now. I do have 2 King's Roads sitting out there, but I just had Asha go back to hand unexpectedly. So I need to get her back into play. So I need to make sure I have some economy to keep the pressure on here and to recover from Valor. Yeah, very interesting call not getting out any big notable characters. Seems to be really one-sided here so far. I've definitely been making mistakes, but just trying to play a different faction, so I apologize if I'm not playing it to the best of my ability. Alright, so we have summons into trading with Matoshi. So I'm going to give him 3 gold and allow him to have enough money to play whatever he grabs, character-wise, from his search.
Yeah, I know. I'll let you win, Dom.
I want initiative. I'm not sure who I chose to go first, but we'll find out shortly here.
So my building orders, I had the 1 target. That's all I got. My summons.
Yeah, you hear him say his
two.
building orders
I
was
have
crap.
4 targets and 2 of them are the same.
And he's talking about 2 choices in his summons right now.
I shuffled that shit. Perfect.
And it's Varus is one of the options, so he goes with that. Which is a pretty good counter to the Greyjoy saves, because most of those saves say when a character is killed, and Varus' ability discards all characters in play. So the only thing really in my deck that can save from that, which I thought of, I remember thinking of that when I know that's a Greyjoy's weakness usually. I usually try to make sure I have a lot of dupes for my main guys, and those bodyguards are in there to help for that because they actually help with these discards. But having Crescent out there definitely puts a wrinkle in that.
I drew so much economy.
Can't lose them. I only got 2.
So not only are those 2 King's Roads sitting there helping me recover from possible Valor, they are there now, in my mind, after seeing Varus. They are there to help me come back from a Varus. Assuming I don't just Seastone chair his face, which right now I looked down and saw that, and I remember thinking in my head, well, if he puts him out and I can get an unopposed military through, Gaston Grey or not, I will put that Seastone chair to work and kill Varus.
As
long as she's dying, not being.
And Melisandre is played instead. And is used on the Lordsport shipwright. I find that hilarious. That little guy
I know. Yeah.
is taking all the kneel. But that is to protect the Gaston Grey, which then stops me from getting power on my Victarion and putting him to work and getting him in save position. So he needs that 2 power on him to help that ability. And it stops his Intimidate too, I guess. So plus the Renown. So yeah, he's basically nullifying my Victarion here. I just want to use him on the defense, but he's not really doing any challenges at me to use Victarion on the defense.
I had nothing at the down, I wasn't going to die. So I just had an open board, and
him getting his.
Also got a Bastard Daughter marshaled in, which is great for when kill happens and take an opponent's card out of their hand.
Let's do it. That's something. Yeah. It's not as bad as embarrassing a March.
Now, I play this guy, this little Lordsport Fisherman. I personally like him in the deck. I play 3 of, just for little chuds that can die. I know they're 3 gold, but they do get reduced with Fealty, and just helps me get a card off the bottom of the deck and into hand. So, in my mind, it's just draw to help me when I'm not seeing my other draw, and it just helps me get to my draw, and helps me get my saves and my dupes faster. Or help me recover from Valor, just get the card draw going, help me draw into characters, those kind of things. So, and I play another one, another card. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Lordsport Fisherman. I mean, I like him. I think it's what Greyjoy needs. Any little bit of draw can help. And they're just little characters that can die. And in this deck, it's really focused on the power challenge. So they're just power icons to help with that. So, and they're those kind of characters you can just marshal out to help replace themselves. And even when you know you're going to play like a Wildfire or Valor coming up, like, you know, maybe if your opponent that sense that you're not going to do that because you just played these 3-cost characters, why would you just Valor or Wildfire the next turn? But in my mind, I don't really care. I'm just digging for other stuff to save.
yeah, that's kind of my.
Or other cards that do saving for me is basically what I'm trying to say.
And the reserve's really nice. So you're typically you don't want to play everything.
No, I'm good. Save on worms. Save on worms.
So I save a gold.
Okay.
I've knelt my fealty, so no Sea Stone. Now, I remember in my mind I didn't care about the Sea Stone too much. I mean, I was thinking Valor was coming, so I didn't need to target kill Melisandre. In my mind, she was going to die to Valor because she's not duped. So I figured I have Valor coming up, I'll kill her then. I don't need to do the Sea Stone business.
Those ones.
I'm not sure if I had a We Do Not Sow either. So that's why I want to save a gold, but I guess Fealty could be used for that too. So Victarion on the defense finally. Boneway gets its 5th token, 1 away from being able to pop it. Now we got an Intrigue coming in with the Ashai Priestess. I have no way to fully block it. I just got my House Maester. I like doing my Intrigue challenges back, but he's got an Ashai Priestess that can fully block that, plus Melisandre. So Intrigue, I'm not winning Intrigue offensively or defensively yet. That's what you're on us for, and he went away early due to that Scene of Flames. And there goes a Risen from the Sea, discarded from my hand.
You're being funny like the last guy that sat at the table. Don't take it too seriously.
And I remember Kyle mentioning he forgot to play a card out of his hand, and I just saw him flip through his cards there, and he did have another copy of Melisandre. He forgot to put it on his Melisandre in play. And the funny thing was, at the same time when he said that, I looked at my hand and realized I forgot to put my 3rd copy of Victarion into play on him. I figured I need that out there in case like Varys happens and a Valor comes around right after it. I need those 2 saves on him since he doesn't have enough power on him to use his own ability yet to save himself. So it looks like it's my challenges now, just deciding what order to do them in here. Do I want to bait that Gash and Grey? And I'm thinking I want to play Valor anyway, so if I can get Asha back to hand with Gash and Grey, I'm pretty good. That's one less save I need to use. I have those King's Roads still out there.
Alright, let's do power of.
So we start off with a power challenge, 4 strength. Melisandre blocks the unopposed. And I steal the only power he had on his house there.
Oh, yeah.
And he takes his 6th token for his Boneway, so Boneway can be used. So if he doesn't pop it now, I should probably try to use my Lordsport Shipwright if it's still around to kneel that out every round so he can't get that 3 power. But at this point, I need him to get power on his house card, so I remember thinking I want him to trigger it, and you see me point at it there to remind him. And I'm trying to get him to use it, actually, because I need him to get power on his house card so I can steal it.
You're good for reserve?
Sure. Yeah, 5.
And look at this board, wow. Quite a bit of characters on each side. I have locations coming out the ass over there. And I think I am sitting at 10, 11 power to his 0. Yeah, I definitely have quite a commanding lead, but we've seen Varys. I know I have Valor. So, I mean, I'm going to flip a Wildfire, though. I'm going to flip a Wildfire. Thin this board out. Yeah, so in my mind, I play those little Lannisport Fishermen to try to bait my opponent, make my board go wide, try to get him to put out more characters.
I couldn't play beforehand because I need to save all the characters.
I'm definitely taking more hit from the Wildfire, but I want to get it out of the way.
Okay.
Maybe confuse my opponent a little bit. Maybe make him think I'm not playing Valor. That is my reset of choice. Maybe he plays a little bit more out after the Wildfire. Maybe feels a little comfortable, can marshal a little bit more out. I've got my cards ready for the discard from the bastard daughter there. I know it's coming. Sucks, but sometimes you just gotta deal with it. Another thing, playing Greyjoy with the Great Kraken, I'm never sure when to switch from card draw, just grabbing power. I never look that far ahead. I just usually look at my hand first and think, do I have something to play next turn? Would I need another card? Do I need to be drawing? Do I need to be preparing for a longer game rather than trying to rush to the win? Because I have seen it in the past where other Greyjoy players I know and play against just keep grabbing power, trying to rush for the win, and then they just run out of cards in hand, run out of options. And especially now with Valor out there, sometimes they blow up the boards or a Varus hits, and they just can't recover. They have no hands, so they're top decking, and then slowly they just start losing the game. So I marshal out another Lord's Port Shipwright.
I get action, right?
Well, I play it, then the action window opens, no?
Right. Don't know.
Oh yeah, we're checking here. So I played it and thought I could kneel it. That was first player, but I think he has nightmares here, so he's just checking with our resident rules lawyer Kevin.
First player. But he takes the next action. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Oh
yeah.
Go ahead.
So I played the Lord's Port Shipwright. He plays Nightmares. So he's used 2 Ashai Priestess to kneel it. He's used Melisandre's kneel effect once on it. He's used Nightmares on that little thing. Man, those Lord's Port Shipwrights. 2 gold. Wow. Value, my friends. That is value. So I got Asha out there now with the dupe on her. I played that Victorion dupe that I was holding back in hand. Still haven't used those King's Roads. I'm still thinking post Valor maybe. Maybe just don't need them. Maybe don't have any more characters in hand. I don't know. And now I keep my house card standing.
The cards that I forgot.
Sea Stone. So there's Melisandre's dupe.
Yeah, I know, but I was thinking of that.
You knelt Fealty, so I ended up being.
Oh, yeah. True.
So we got a Green Blood Trader played in here. Help him get some card draw going. Just to find something else. Another Relore card maybe. Yeah, get some Kneel on. Doing a good job controlling Victorion though. I've just been using Asha to try to put some pressure on and take the hit. And he's got a Fiery Followers. Help him try to win some dominance. And that's a Relore card, so Victorion goes down. And passes it over to me. So I got 2 gold saved. He saved 1, I believe. I'm sitting at 11 power. I know I'm probably going to play Valor next round, I believe. I think I have a couple plots left. I don't want to pin the Valor. Pretty sure is what I was thinking at this point. So I need to use it next round for sure, so I got to think of that. I have an Iron Mines and play to save. I don't know what saves I have in hand, but I got an Asha dupe. I got a Victorion dupe.
Ruined it by kneeling it.
I don't want to use those dupes if I don't have to.
Oh no, by blanking him. You ruined everything.
Remember, I'm also thinking I've seen Varus, so I mean, Valor could get played, then he could play Varus right out there, and if I can't deal with him,
Was this Mill?
he's going to wipe the rest of my characters away.
I don't know what you have here, but the version I have. We don't have it built right now, but I played it before.
Yeah.
Do you have bodyguard? Or what's it called? It's called bodyguard, but it gives. You can give
No.
to do that, and then you can steal some damage.
You don't have any red cards.
I know, but this is just you have the option.
No defenders. I think he was doing a military challenge there with the Fiery Followers. And since I know Valor's coming, I just let it go unopposed. I just killed the Housemaster. I don't care about winning any challenges this turn. I guess I don't have any healing expertise. We see one in the discard pile there, so I guess I'm just betting on not seeing another one.
Intrigue.
I didn't want to take a dupe off Asha or Victorion since I know those are the only ways I'm going to be able to deal with Varus.
I like plasma faces. I haven't actually built it. I like the way it's
We got an intrigue challenge for 1 with the Green Blood Trader.
I've got elite pack.
How much is she? 14 or 16?
Block the unopposed.
So I'm going to block the unopposed there with the Lord's Port Shipwright.
I might be wrong.
And he gets a copy of Balon. Ouch.
I never, like I said, I never built
Who you want to see grabbed. think it was the only character I had 2 at the time. And that's what those King's Roads were going to be used for next round, that's for sure. I remember thinking that if he can stay in my hand one more round, he's going out on the board. Seal this deal.
It's 50. So you do one.
Actually, I think I considered that.
It's like power challenge there, blocking the unopposed with Asha. I don't want to run into the Gash and Grace, so I'm just going to play a little bit of defense. Slow him down from some power gain. Knowing that he's already got some power, he can pop that Bone Way whenever he wants. I don't think I have a Scene in Flames, but I mean, we do not so. But I'm not betting on drawing one to deal with that Bone Way. Hoping my Lord's Port Shipwright can deal with it.
Anything else in challenges today?
So this happens in the dominance calculated. Is that how that works?
This is a reaction to dominance starting.
Happens. And dominance calculated.
Yeah. We're in dominance, we stand, then we calculate.
Get +2 to my my 2 focus, so it becomes a 4.
I take on.
So dominance to me again. No Chamber of the Painted Table stealing any power from me.
2 of 7.
One of the most hated things in the game that I despise when your opponent's just using Chamber of the Painted Table round after round on you. It's very frustrating.
Let's just do a 4 shooting. Don't do 4 shooting.
So he does trigger the Bone Way. He's going to get his 3 power from it. Looks like I'm still at 11 power. And he is now at 5.
Good.
And there it is. I played Valar Morghulis.
Who is going first, sir?
All men must die into March to the Wall, which is a great counter for it. So that puts a little pressure on me now. I gotta try to save that Lord's Port Shipwright so he can get hit with a March to the Wall instead of Asha or Victirion.
You can go first. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
And
Who's block?
your block's
So he chooses himself to go first so that he can control which order things happen. So Valor's gonna go off. I'm gonna use Iron Mines on my Asha so that I don't have to use her dupe, so it keeps her safe and in play. Victirion's second dupe will go away to keep him in play. And I'm gonna try a Risen from the Sea on the Lord's Port Shipwright, which is also good if a Hand's Judgment's played, which I know he does have in his deck. So if it was gonna get canceled, I'd rather get it canceled on him.
Help for the march.
And that Lord's Port Shipwright gets to stick around for the March to the Wall.
So march to the wall.
And March will hit him hard and get rid of Melisandre. So I'm left with a duped Victirion and a duped Asha. And drawn 2 cards. I got 0 claim. But if I can get unopposed challenges, using Asha's Stealth, I got Victirion's Renown. I got Great Kraken to help me gain some power. So I'm looking to close it out as soon as possible here. And he plays a Greenblood Trader, digging for some more cards. Having no economy on the board. It's been a little rough for him. He hasn't really had much to play. And knowing Varys can't come out right now out of his hand is good. He has quite the full hand. I'm not winning any intrigue, so he has all the choices in his hand, just not the economy to play it. And finally he gets an Iron Throne out there to combat my Iron Throne, so maybe he can start slowing my game down here. And I get my 3rd King's Road. And another Iron Mines. And drew into no characters, looks like. Still have my house card standing for Fealty.
Just trying to win the initiative here, though. That's all. Seemed like a good card.
intrigue.
So unopposed intrigue with the Greenblood Trader.
Go center.
And he gets the other copy of the Seastone Chair is holding in hand for intrigue fodder. Trying to save Balon last round, but didn't work. And I think he's got to pass over to me. No gold saved. So I have Asha still there. We have Gash and Grace showing, but I don't really care at this point. I got to run into it. I just need to get unopposed challenges with Great Kraken. I'm pretty sure I can get to the win. I just need 4 power. So I need him to use it on Asha, I think.
Military.
So military challenge, stealth in the green blood trader. Should be unopposed, which gets me a power off Great Kraken plus an unopposed power. No claim though. Asha will get to stand, but Gash and Gray might be used on her.
There is just over 10 minutes.
And no matter what, I should be able to win a power challenge, which will get me unopposed power claim. Oh no, no power claim actually, but a power gain off Great Kraken, which can trigger twice per phase. Which you can see me counting with my fingers there. I need to check how much power I had left. Yeah, I need 4 power to win. You can see it on the bottom of the screen there.
1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10. So unopposed.
So no defenders. Gash and Gray is going to send Asha back to hand. Which is fine. I'll be able to play her out next round if needed. Oh, but actually he's going to play his Viper's Eyes. And Asha go bye-bye. So that kind of sucks.
Take a power.
So Great Kraken gets me another power. And I need 3 power still.
Power.
Which is no Gash and Gray. So an unopposed power. Unopposed. Great Kraken plus Renown of Victorion. Closes it out here. Should be done. And there it is. So congrats to me. And it's too bad Kyle getting those bad pulls off of building orders and summons. Not really getting into the game there. That's too bad. So we have more videos from the Store Championship. At least one more coming up. I definitely have the finals that I can post. So that will be coming up. More from Canadian Nationals also coming up on the channel. So make sure you guys subscribe. You can donate on patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. Also hit the like button. Comment below. Thank you so much everyone for your support. More content to come. So we will see you in the next video, guys. Thank you.